like kind of like Amazon.
Okay.
One day where it becomes, you know, it ain't gonna start off like that. But really for black people, where all the black people can go and sell their stuff. I heard of other people trying to do it, but I think with these entertainers, if they direct the traffic, you know, people will come, they'll follow them.
Right. So being in DC, one of the first things that comes to my mind is corruption, and you had an opportunity to experience corruption firsthand. How do you feel about the current state of like world politics, American politics, just politics in general? I know you say you try to stay away from it, but you know, knowing that we have criminals basically running things, and they just get away with it, and they basically find a patsy and put it on them. What are your comments on stuff like that? Like, how do you feel about that?
Well, you definitely can see that the people, the elite, get away with things that the normal citizens wouldn't get away with. Say, for instance, a lot of those people that was involved with that White House riot, if that would have been us, they would have arrested you immediately. You know, they wouldn't be doing an investigation. With us, we're not innocent until proven guilty. We're guilty until proven innocent. So it's definitely a double standard in this country, the haves and the have-nots. And I believe that you have to be in power. You know, you have to put yourself in a position where they won't treat you like a peasant. You know, they won't. And that's why I'm so advocate about being economically stable. Because, you know, I got a lot of kids. And if something happened to one of my kids, I want to be able to help them in any situation that they get into. And without economics, it's not possible. So I try to practice economics of power. I guess that's what you call it. I don't care who's in the White House, what president, Democrat, Republican. You know, my kids still got to eat. You know, they still got to function. So I just have to get around politics. You know, until they involve me. You know, when politics involve me, then I'm definitely involved with it. And I'm not saying that, you know, that I stick my head in a hole like an ostrich and try to ignore all the things that's going on. But you can get so tied up in their politics that you forget about your own politics. And my politics, to me, is the most important one. Is the ones that I have to deal with on a daily basis.
Continue on to Kenilworth Avenue Northeast.
You touched on something when you said the have and the have-nots. That makes a lot of sense, because here in America, really in the world, it seems like
miles, continue straight.
The true measure of a man is their bank account. Like, they don't, like, there definitely is a race or you know, a cultural thing where it seems like they try to hold men with brown skin back for some reason. But it seems like if you have enough green,
stay in the left,
they kind of give you a level of respect. Is that what you see?
And they'll let you pass.
Right.
You know, they still treat even the ones with money to a certain degree at a certain, because if you really got some money, because most of them, I don't think no blacks really got money. You know, I think they're allowing, you know, a few of them to be what they call house niggas. You know, they get to work in the house, so, you know, they get to stay in nice hotels and they get the nice houses and the cars. But for the most part, they don't really have no money because they don't have the money to help their people. My man said you is only as strong as the weakest link. And what I take from that if you got family members that are not doing well, then that means that you're not doing well either. and I know a lot of them don't. The house Negroes, they don't look at it like that. That they feel that if their immediate family is okay, then they okay, and I guess to a certain extent that's fine, because everybody got their right to believe whatever they want to believe. I'm not one to push my beliefs and my thoughts on other people. What I try to do is open your mind. I was reading a book one time and it talked about having an open mind, and in this book the guy asked me, could I believe that everything that I thought was true may not be? Not that it wasn't, but it just may not be. And what I took from that is that everything that we do, we have to question it. We have to question it. Is it the right thing for us? Is it beneficial? Just become basically what we know as a scientist. Break it down, analyze it. And so often as people, we don't do that. We don't analyze things properly, in my personal opinion.
Right. That's kind of what I was talking to you about last night when I was saying that I.
What up, Glot?
What up, Rose?
Nothing, headed over here to Maryland to grab some more books.
Okay. Well, we on the way.
Okay.
I seen what you I seen the hotel, so we on the way.
All right.
Yeah, I kind of came to that same understanding when I was 22. When I said I started writing that film, I wanted to incorporate some real true life stuff, like to kind of make the movie seem more realistic, incorporate some things that were true. So in my search to do that, it made me question what was true, because I was like, well, I've only experienced a handful of things in my life, and most of the things that I know was taught to me or either told to me.
Right.
Read it in a book at school, and then I went back to my my understanding in history and was like, well, why would I trust anything that these colonizers have to say? You know what I mean? Because they've lied and deceived people from day one. And I was like, and they have all of the resources, they have all of the knowledge, so they can tell us any story they want to tell us, and that's what's up. And we just accept it unconditionally because each generation tells the next generation. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. And once you come to that realization, then it allows you to not cling so much to what you think is true and what you believe, and to accept other people and their ability to have their own thoughts and understandings,
Yeah. And you could take their thoughts and build off of them. Really, you take what you learn from them, but you constantly build and analyze their thoughts and see what's the validity of their thoughts. What part of their thoughts is real and what part is fake.